One time a year, do we offer you the opportunity to enjoy the best value ever on the Ultimate Eye Support? Well, look at what we have done today. Not only can you shop for the Ultimate Eye at hands down the world's best formula, best levels, best price we have ever had, but additionally, we're offering you something else. For today, and today only, you have the chance to enjoy the bundles, which, as we mentioned, have far and away been the bulk of the quantity that's already been spoken for, which is now, I think, over 18,000 gone. Two different choices in the bundle. I'm holding the huge 720 capsules of the Ultimate Eye. Comes with 360 of the astaxanthin. We'll talk so much about how this is so important to really help protect the fragile cells of your eyes. Or your other bundle, the 360 and the 180. So let me walk you through the savings, because remember, day in, day out, we talk about the fact that Andrew's products continue to sell. Huge customer picks. In the case of the Ultimate Eye and the astaxanthin together, 1,324 reviews with 91% of those perfect 5- and 4-star reviews. So individually, you can go for the 40, the 120, the 360, or the 720, and you look at the huge savings here. But then, what we offer you today down here on the bottom, the bundles. And remember, everything ships for free. The 360 caps of the Ultimate Eye with the 180 of the astaxanthin, you're saving $149.90. No, excuse me, it's $149.90. You're saving $90. Even more when you add your shipping and handling that's free today. The 720 with the 360, $449.90 today, $239.90, $210 saved. And I just quickly want to flip to this card, because I love when you see it this way, because this puts in perspective the value. This again is on the largest bundle, but the Ultimate Eye 720 capsules alone is $319.80. Astaxanthin $149.90. UC4 $69.70. Add another $17.90 for shipping and handling. So you're saving $247.70. You know, I mentioned 18,000 gone. Wrong. 19,000 have already flown out of here today.
But what I should point out, we have about 1,500 of the large bundle.
That's it.
We thought we'd go through about 5,000 bottles of the large bundle by midnight tonight.
Right.
And we've already gone through about 3,000 more than that, and it's barely noon today. So that's unexpected. We hopefully, because we make the astaxanthin, obviously, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to make a sufficient amount. We do have limitations, a sufficient amount to take care of all orders. It sounds like a standard refrain that I have each weekend here. But we're going to do our best to make sure that we won't be limited on Ultimate Eye. So all of the sizes of Ultimate Eye, those 4 sizes you see there, no problem at all. We will have that until midnight tonight. No questions, no problem. The limiting factor is going to be the astaxanthin, whether we can fulfill all the bundles on those. But we'll see as the day progresses. I haven't read many product reviews. We talk about them because the product reviews are truly amazing. So what I want to just do is read a few of those reviews.
Good.
I just grabbed a little. They're numbered. So we have about 250 of them here. I just grabbed some. I think I started at number 85, so I just grabbed from the middle to give you an idea how many they are. Oh my
gosh, love it.
And if we start here, best eye product ever. I've been using this product for about 3 weeks now. I really didn't notice a difference until I had to drive at night. I avoided driving at night as I had bad glare problems, and it did blind me. And that's what a lot of people suffer from, is glare at night. And again, we talk about how lutein and zeaxanthin. Not only does this help with night vision because of the presence of bilberry, but lutein and zeaxanthin help with glare. Well, I had no choice and had to drive myself at night. Wow. What a difference with this eye product. I could actually see clearer, more distinct, and there was no glare from the oncoming headlights. I will continue to take these capsules as it has made an incredible difference.
Huge.
The eye support does support. My aging eyes have improved by using the Ultimate Eye Support. It has decreased the amount of blurred vision I've experienced, and my night vision is better too. After using the Ultimate Eye Support for several months, this product helps me every day. I wouldn't be without it. Simply the best. I've been taking this for years. I only wish I had started taking it when it was first offered. I have no night blindness when driving at night, which I had before taking the supplement. Overall, I've tried so many eye products before Ultimate Eye Support, and there truly is no comparison between Andrew's and what's on the market. His is simply the best.
Totally agree.
Night vision has improved dramatically. I've been taking this product for a year now and see a dramatic difference in my night vision, especially when I'm driving. Andrew's supplements really work. It's from Kathy in Massachusetts. Really works. I've been using this for a few years now and noticed I didn't need my glasses like I used to. I even turned my doctor onto the product, and he said it does work and buys it too.
Buys it. That's great.
So does my neighbor, who I just reordered for. Thank you, Andrew. Keep it coming.
Love it.
I don't need reading glasses yet. I work on a computer all day for my full-time job and 3 to 6 hours for my part-time job. Wow. I noticed my vision being affected and was having issues with seeing clearly after long periods of time staring at the computer. That's what we talk about with accommodation, the research on accommodation, on lutein, on astaxanthin. I tried on a friend's reader glasses and knew for sure I needed to get a pair. But before I did, I tried Ultimate Eye Support. Thank you, Andrew, for making me prolong the need for wearing glasses. And again, these are those normal age-related changes in our eye and vision. Great product. My husband and I just turned 60. We both had the same results at a recent eye exam. Slightly improved vision. At our age. We were taking these eye support supplements for a year. I take them for added protection because my mother has eye conditions. I will say it again, great product.
Love it.
As we continue here. What the doctor ordered. Andrew, I was about to have eye surgery and have lost most of my sight in one eye. So it was a bit touchy until I had the good eye done. I was taking these faithfully when my eye surgeon advised me to take these ingredients. I told him I already was, and he said, excellent. I would advise everyone to get on these capsules. I am so happy I could tell him that I was being proactive. Thanks to you. Best wishes from a grateful lady. Oh, that gave me goosebumps.
Great, great, great.
Wow, what a difference. I noticed a difference after only 1 week. My overall vision is much clearer, and I had hardly need my readers at all anymore. We'll read one more.
So good.
Wow. My husband had problems seeing the score banners of sports shows on TV. I persuaded him to try Andrew's Ultimate Eye Support. He has been taking 2 capsules a day for a week, and he can now see the scores without standing in front of the TV and could read the small script on the Ultimate Eye Support bottle.
That's huge.
This is amazing. And as I've said, when I originally introduced this product 20 or 30 years ago, we talked about the long-term benefits of providing your body with these nutrients that protect vision over the course of our lifetime. What has now been revealed is those of us who are doing that didn't just get the benefits long-term of giving our body these protective ingredients, but we were getting short-term benefits because lutein and zeaxanthin are part of the optical pigment in our eye. They work as an optical filter, helping us deal with glare, which we talk about night vision. One of the reviews talked about night vision. So you get the anthocyanins for the visual purple part of your retina, which is part of how your eye works at night during low light conditions. But also the lutein and zeaxanthin help filtering the glare that might come from headlights or the glare when you walk out into bright sunlight. Also, it helps with sharpness of vision. When you watch TV, those scores can be very small. They might even be moving across the screen and not necessarily highly contrasted. So if the TV is bright, those numbers and scores might be dim at the bottom. Without adequate contrast or visual acuity, they might become difficult to read. And again, those are things that the optical pigments in our eyes help. And that's something the research we talked about before, reading the specific quotes, helps with glare, helps with contrast, helps with visual sharpness and distance vision and visual acuity. It's part of how our eye works.
Exactly. And as you're even reading in some of the reviews, it's important for us to be proactive. So here's where we are. This is an abbreviated presentation. Andrew has only one more show coming up a little later on tonight, and then guess what? The values go away. And as we mentioned, we have only about 1,500 remaining in the large bundle. So as Andrew mentioned, in terms of the individual sizes of the Ultimate Eye, great quantity there. But if you want the astaxanthin with it in a bundle that we've never done before, like I said, it's been 1 year. We only one time a year do the best value ever on the Ultimate Eye. But today, with, again, the highest levels of all of your key ingredients, it's better than it's ever been. We ship it to you for free. And then I have to mention FlexPay, because the FlexPay makes it even more affordable. The large bundle with 720 capsules of the Ultimate Eye, 360 of the astaxanthin is $39 on any credit card whatsoever without any interest. It's not layaway. We immediately ship it to your home. And then on the next size bundle, The 360 Ultimate Eye with the 180 astaxanthin, it's $29 on absolutely any credit card. Almost 20,000 have now been spoken for. And, you know, with so many, you know, I did want to mention also, you know, one of the reviews we talk about, many of us dealing with challenges of not just your day vision, but your night vision. And I know I also talk about how maybe it's impacting your life socially, but, you know, a lot of us are working at night. So if you are someone who, you know, maybe works 2 jobs and you're working at night and you're driving home at night and you're struggling, the fact that you have an opportunity here today at HSN to enjoy the best value ever, and know also that you're getting supplements that are all made in Andrew's incredible ProCaps laboratories in Henderson, Nevada, under the fabulous, so there you go, taking you so you can see the solar panels. I mean, who does this? No. That's even the parking lot covered in solar panels.
Everything, well, it keeps the cars cooler in summer, yes. But everything we make is entirely with solar energy. Everything with solar energy. So if you try to be environmentally responsible, our products, there's probably no product in the world that's more environmentally responsible. We even plant trees to offset the carbon footprint of our shipments. Gosh. So we have no carbon footprint at our factory. We plant trees to offset our carbon footprint in our shipments. Everything we do, with every bottle that will be ordered today, and with the bundle, it'll be 4 bottles that will be donated of prenatal vitamins to a needy mother somewhere in the world. 20% right here in America. So we make sure that we're environmentally responsible, we're socially responsible. As long as we get to take care of our health and wellness with my products, we should take care of others whose very life depends on supplements, and that's what a prenatal vitamin does in many parts of the world, and even right here in America. So
almost 20 million, Andrew?
Yeah, and well, almost, I think we're getting close to 2 million years of prenatal vitamins donated.
Gosh.
So if someone took it for a year, which they generally don't take it for that long, that would be 2 million people benefiting. 2 million people. So that's an incredible thing. But I was going to read some quotes, because we talked about the difference that lutein and zeaxanthin, astaxanthin can make in the quality of vision, how we deal with visual fatigue, how we deal with accommodation if we spend too much time looking at a computer. Who knows, we might even be taking it easy and just reading a lot. And reading a lot, I love to read. Reading a lot can be challenging to our eyes, especially as we get older. I was saying before that most of us seem to get, if we get a headache or something, it's usually too much close work. So it's something that lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin all have been in a number of clinical studies and research studies shown to help us deal with that accommodation, the visual fatigue that comes from the extreme way we now use our eyes. But this is a different area. This is pretty fascinating. From the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, in addition to high concentrations in the eye, lutein and zeaxanthin, the highest concentrations are in the eye. The lutein and zeaxanthin make up approximately 66 to 77% of the total carotenoid concentration in both the frontal lobe and the visual processing regions of the brain. In fact, concentrations within the retina are highly correlated to concentrations within the brain, especially the cerebellum, a region highly involved in muscular coordination and equilibrium. And remember, muscular coordination and equilibrium, oftentimes that is integrated with vision, because when we're moving places we see. If we're reaching for something, it's something we see. So visual processing has to integrate with movement, and it's amazing to see that lutein and zeaxanthin, it correlates not just its concentration in the retina and macular region of our eye, but in the part of our brain that's involved with processing those visual images. So as we continue here from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, consequently, lutein and zeaxanthin are optimally positioned in regions of the central nervous system that are critical for visual, motor, and cognitive processing. Macular xanthophylls, lutein and zeaxanthin are xanthophylls, supplementation late in life, and this is an important one, is capable of strongly increasing retinal macular xanthophylls, lutein and zeaxanthin concentrations, even after nutritional deprivation. What I'm saying here is those of us who've spent our lifetime not eating adequate amounts of lutein and zeaxanthin-rich green leafy vegetables, which is pretty much most Americans, don't think that it's sort of like a sponge that hasn't been used, that it becomes useless, it dries out, and you can't ever absorb, say, moisture afterwards. Your macula and retina will know exactly what to do with lutein and zeaxanthin if you get them to it. So if you're 80 or 90 years old and you've been depriving your retina of these ingredients because they haven't been abundant in your diet, as this clinical study shows from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, even after a life of deprivation, you can reconstitute your levels of lutein and zeaxanthin.
That's interesting.
Epidemiologic studies suggest, those are large population studies, suggest that dietary lutein and zeaxanthin may have benefit in maintaining cognitive health. So when you're getting the benefits here in terms of your health of your eye, cognitive health, also lutein and zeaxanthin help to protect the skin from ultraviolet radiation. Among the carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin are the only two, actually astaxanthin does as well, that cross the blood-retina barrier to form macular pigment in the eye. They also preferentially accumulate in the human brain. They pass the blood-brain barrier, astaxanthin. Macular pigment, lutein and zeaxanthin, may serve to protect the retina from damage by absorbing actinic short-wave light, analogous to internal sunglasses. And that's what the researchers are saying. I always say that, but now they're saying it. Or by inactivating highly reactive free radicals and oxidant triplicates that are the byproduct of light-driven cellular activity, or basically the light-driven activity in an eye. That activity causes consequences that fall out. Then there's also damage simply by high-energy wavelength light. So it's going to be something that lutein and zeaxanthin, not only are they perfectly positioned to support our vision and part of the visual process and quality vision, but also they protect our eyes long term.
Exactly. So here's who we are, 20,000 gone, and very soon you're going to see a clock coming up on your screen because we have such a limited amount of time in this presentation. And I am holding again the bundle, I have to remind you. Even when we began this presentation, we had only about 1,500 remaining in the bundle. The savings is great no matter which one you are going for, but when you're going for the largest sizes, obviously far and away, the best savings with like almost $248 savings. And keep in mind, you know, once a year we do the Ultimate Eye. This is the day that you can grab it at the best value ever. Never before have we bundled the astaxanthin. So the choices are either one for you, but you are getting hands down the best value we have ever had. The fact that you can check it out as you look, this is the one card that I just put in the front just so you can see in the large size alone, the huge savings, upwards of $248. But keep in mind, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. The fact that you have a full, and the 30 days to get it home and use it and see the difference. And I go back to the reviews. Go to hsn.com and read the reviews if you can, because the bundle alone, over 1,320 reviews, not only making it a customer pick, but 91% of these reviews are perfect 5 and 4 stars. And it came up in our last hour. We don't filter them. I mean, those are all of your reviews. It's not like we take out the bad and we leave the great. And Andrew just shared with you a sample of them. I use and I take the Ultimate Eye every single day. Personally, I think it was like 6-7 months ago, I had a huge challenge with my eye. Massive difference by taking the Ultimate Eye. I also brought this to my ophthalmologist and he was blown away. Read labels. This is the beneficial part, I think, in having Andrew here, because we then can take all this valuable information and make the educated decision yourself. Here today, you get, hands down, not only the best buy, but you're getting also the greatest levels of the key ingredients, which over the years, you've just continued to improve. So we're getting more and actually paying way less today.
No, and as I said before, the Ultimate Eye, the 4 sizes you see listed on your screen at the top there, those 4 sizes, that's the Ultimate Eye. We have plenty of that. We're not going to run out today. You have the 2 bundles below that combine Ultimate Eye with 2 sizes of astaxanthin. The way it's set up, the 2 capsules a day of Ultimate Eye, you'll have a 6-month or a year supply in the 2 largest sizes of Ultimate Eye. It comes with a 6-month or a year supply of astaxanthin in the 2 bundles. So it works perfectly. As I've said before, even at 1 capsule per day, this is such a high-potency product in terms of the levels of lutein and zeaxanthin it provides, that even at 1 capsule per day, you're still getting approximately, what would that be? It would be about 4, 5, 6 times the level of lutein you'd typically be getting, and probably 10 to 20 times the levels of zeaxanthin. So even doing the math, at a capsule every other day, it's far better than nothing. It's probably double or tripling or more the levels of lutein and zeaxanthin you get from your diet. So at 2 capsules daily, you're really giving your body what it needs to take care of these vital organs. Your eyes are perhaps the most important of our 5 senses. Our ability to to have our good vision is our ability to kind of enjoy our lives to a large extent, and it's not something that we should sacrifice lightly. The aging process is something that inevitably will affect our eyes. Normal aging affects our eyes. That even those of us who are the healthiest and have the healthiest eyes, our eyes change. The opacity of our lens changes. The contrast, the ability of our retina to deliver a visual image in terms of color and contrast changes. In fact, there's all sorts of fascinating articles written on how so much of what we've seen in art from artists as their career, as they became older, changed because of the normal age-related changes in their eyes, that it changed the way they depicted the images they might have painted. So it's fascinating. Aging is something that affects, we see it affects our skin, it affects our joints, it affects our eyes. And these normal age-related changes, although much of them are inevitable, they're not necessarily going to be on the same timetable if you give your body what it needs to take care of these tissues. Just as research journal after research journal after research journal talks about the ability of these ingredients to help us on a daily basis in terms of dealing with glare and glare discomfort and recovery from glare and accommodating changes from dark light to bright light, accommodating changes from close work and the visual fatigue associated with it. These are things that affect the quality of our life. And to think about, for decades, when I talked about this product, I never talked about those things. The only thing I talked about were how critical, the only things I talked about were how critical these ingredients were involved in the retention of our body's ability to care for our eyes long term. Lutein and zeaxanthin, without them, you lose your optical pigments, a vital part of the structure and function of your eyes, and a vital part of your body's ability to protect your eyes long term from the radiation. It's kind of the way our eyes work creates problems, because the way our eyes work, radiation has to enter them. Radiation doesn't bounce off the outside of our eye. Radiation passes through the hopefully transparent layers of our eyes, the cornea and the like, and it enters our eye. The light level is controlled by the iris and the pupil. It then hits the lens of our eye, and then it gets concentrated in the retina of our eye. And the retina is a very complex structure. It's pretty amazing. And we have reviews, I'll read some, they talk about floaters and things like that. And for many, you hear about floaters just being a normal age-related changes depending on the architecture of your eye, the structure, the anatomy of your eye. And so these are things that are, you know, presbyopia, not the ability to not see things easily when they're close, and also low light, having difficulty, say if you're in a restaurant, reading small print when it's darker. These are all messages that we get from our eyes that things are changing. And hopefully these messages encourage us to do things that help us forestall or help us postpone the consequences of these normal age-related changes, or to enjoy better vision today. Not even the long term, enjoy better vision today.
Exactly, and as we mentioned a little earlier, from the day you're born, you open your eyes, the damage begins, whether it is the sun or the glare, staring at your computer, your phone. Here's your opportunity today. We have only a matter of minutes remaining, and by the way, Andrew doesn't even have a show this afternoon. There's only one more show tonight. I have to go over the savings because clearly today's special is that. So a great savings, as you can see, on every one of the different sizes.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the large sizes, the large bundles, you're basically saving 50%. It goes without saying that our today's specials are once-a-year opportunities. The quantities we get to manufacture these costly raw materials, it's the best opportunity for us to provide and basically pass savings to you. But what I wanted to do is I just wanted to read, I have a couple of hundred reviews here. Probably by the end of the day, I'll probably have read 25. So I really don't do the reviews justice. I've probably read 30 or 40 charts on the science. I probably have 100. So we're scratching the surface on the wonderful science on lutein, zeaxanthin, bilberry, and just going to read a couple more here. This is another winner. This product is awesome, amazing, fabulous, etc. I spend a lot of time on the computer, both at home and at work. I try to take my eye vitamins every day. When my eyes feel tired, I take 1 or 2 of these capsules, and the results are amazing. Within 30 minutes, my eyes feel refreshed. Keep this product coming. I'm not sure how it's supposed to work that quickly, but there are some ingredients that support healthy circulation to the eyes, in addition to the lutein and zeaxanthin, in addition to the anthocyanins for night vision. Love it. I am constantly amazed at what this product does for my eyes. I've stopped using my readers for watching TV. I will keep this in my cabinet always.
Great.
The best. absolutely wonderful. These make a huge difference in my vision. I've been taking them for quite some time and know if I miss taking them within 2 days' time, this really makes vision clearer. Absolutely. And that's something that the research talks about.
Right.
Visual acuity, sharpness of vision, distance vision, dealing with glare, which so many say it's a safety issue when we drive, whether during the day or at night. Glare is challenging. Ultimate Eye Support is a great product. I wear contacts all day long, and at the end of the day, when I would take my contacts out, my eyes would be so tired and itchy. Since I started using this product, my eyes are no longer tired and itchy at the end of the night. I do not want to ever run out of this product. Great product. I just bought this product and it works great. I have noticed that my eyesight is a lot sharper now. I am so impressed that I ordered another bottle. I've used other products and this is the best one of them all. We have so many reviews that talk about comparing it to other products or feedback from ophthalmologists. Buy it. I went to my eye specialist in November of last year to discuss the floaters that were in my left eye. Supposedly, these are a sign of aging. It's sort of a relationship, I think, between the vitreous layer of the eye and the retina itself of the eye.
Right.
I was also told they would probably migrate to my other eye. I don't know if they migrate from eye to eye, but oftentimes the same issues. Well, to me, this was unacceptable, so I started to do my research. I read all the reviews for this product and decided to give these a try. Boy, am I glad I did. My floaters are practically gone, and I told both my physician and the optician tech about these vitamins. The optech says she has floaters too, and she'll be looking to purchase. Thanks, Andrew. Keep the good stuff coming. I mean, floaters are sort of a very normal part of the aging process. I think the majority of this will experience them by the age of 60 or 70. Good results. Of course, talk to your doctor about them. I began taking the Ultimate Eye Support a few years ago. I had floaters and also a few spots near the macula. When I saw my eye doctor months later, the spots were smaller in number. My eye doctor asked what had I done differently, and when I told him about the Ultimate Eye Support vitamins, he said to be sure to keep tracking them, taking them. Now, every time I visit, he always asks, are you still taking these good vitamins you order?
I love that. How huge it is to see the world go that way.
And doctors recognize the importance of lutein and zeaxanthin to the vital structural components in our eye. They're not drugs or medicines. I always say they're one better because they are vital to the